Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Happy Thanksgiving. This is Travis Michelle. Yes, the host of Late Night with Travis Michelle. I am just so excited to be here. I see we have a guest on. If you put your name in, then I will be able to see who you are if you'll type it in. When you don't subscribe to the StreamYard, I don't know who's coming on. And I want to shout you out. For those of you on the replay, welcome back. Yes, we're here again Wednesday, 10 p.m. Every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because we need to what? It's time to put the children to bed. It's time to, hi, Rita. Thank you, baby girl. How are you? My cousin's on. It's time to get your beverage of choice. Now, look at this. Look at here. Y'all can see it? I'm going to put it right here. Look at here. You know how you go buy these expensive glasses, right? That we used to have back in the day, our grandparents. Well, this is an original, so this is a fake one. So this is my beverage tonight. I need you, you have your pajamas on, you have your bonnet on. Let's just sit back and relax. But since it is Thanksgiving Eve, what we probably doing, hey, Tanya, thank you for popping on. What we really probably doing is cooking. I don't know about y'all, but I was tired. I mean, I did way too much today. And I get a call from my daughter. We're talking, we're chatting, and my son-in-law is like, Drew, ask your mom, she's gonna fix the salmon. That was not my assignment. I had two things to bring to her house. That was a turkey and that was a candied yam. That's all I was supposed to do. Now I had to get some salmon. So the salmon is done. The mac and cheese just came out of the oven. I'm like, and the candied yams are done. All I have to do is throw that turkey in, and I think tomorrow we'll do the sweet potato pie. Okay. Oh, and I fixed because I love honey glazed carrots. I know, Rita, you're missing it this year, but anywho, I made some honey glazed carrots as well. So, whew, and my kitchen is clean. So I don't know how y'all do it, but when I cook, then I clean my kitchen as I'm cooking. So whatever it is, and I clean them and then put them in the dishwasher. All right. But we're just going to have a good time tonight. I want you to make sure that you also join me over on Instagram at Travis Michelle. That's right. I will be catching back up with my posting and stuff. Kind of had a break because stuff was going on. And I was kind of thinking, what was I going to do? Right. And I'm excited, but sometimes we have to sit back, recalibrate, rethink what it is that we're supposed to do. Because we're going into what? 2022. And we can't go into 2022 the same way that we are in 2021. You should have a plan. You should be going in there, walking through it unapologetically. You should be W, a willing participant. A, take action. L, love yourself. K, kick butt unapologetically. That's right. I told y'all. That's my signature WALK walk method that I use as the confidence coach. That's right. I give you the blueprint, which you can use for the rest of your life in all kinds of situations to build your confidence. Because guess what? You can be powerful and not be confident. But if you're confident, you know what? You are powerful because you believe in yourself. And that's what we need to do, especially as women, Black women and women of color. Now, our kings, you're invited into, we're talking about you, but I'm specifically speaking to our women, especially our Black women. And we can't be ashamed of it. And it's okay to say that we need help, and we have to be able to reach out. So tonight, we're just going to be like having a good time talking to my brother if he'll ever click the link to come on. He's telling me, I'm coming. He's my little brother. Yes, that's right. Garrett Harris, who is our special guest tonight, the personal trainer. So we're going to laugh, crack up for a shortened period tonight so that y'all can get back to your cooking. I can season this turkey because, my turkey goes in the oven about midnight. And I was taught it has to cook all night on a slow flame because I don't have a turkey fryer so that I could do it 4 minutes. Rita told me, what'd you say? 4 minutes per pound. And what is it with these turkeys? I had to struggle to find a small turkey. We didn't need a gargantuan one that's 50 pounds. I mean, come on, I just needed a small one. I have salmon too. So we didn't need all that. But what are you guys thankful for? It's time to, every day we should be saying, what are we thankful for? We should be taking a moment to see what we're thankful for. Write it down, make it plain. Write your vision down and make it plain. That's why I have what? I'm segueing into this journal. It's almost complete. We're going to be doing some pre-sales on that on Freedom Friday because y'all, I'm not calling it Black Friday. I know a lot of people call it Black Friday, but I'm not calling it Black Friday. No, because if you know what Black Friday stands for, it's when they give discounts. When we were enslaved, we weren't slaves, but enslaved, they give discounts on us, on selling us. So I just will not say Black Friday. I will not be like everybody else. Like, I don't call myself a minority. I'm marginalized, but I'm not a minority, because if I'm a minority, that means who's superior to me? No one. And since I am not enslaved physically or mentally, no, we're going to call it Freedom Friday. So you will be able to get pre-sales for the journal, and it's really good. I am so proud of my work. I'm proud of my team. I have to give shout out to Tiffany Tichy from AI Inspire Publishing. Shout out to my daughter, Sasha, because she helped me with the cover going through. She's very detail oriented. And I was just like, wow, she really helped out with that. But I'm proud of the journal because it's one thing to talk about confidence. It's another thing, you're coached. You can have an online course, which my online course is coming as well. Shout out to Angelique Monnier. But she's digital Angelique on Instagram. But you need to really have a path. You need to have a methodology. You need to have the steps. And I'm tired of folks telling me stuff, but then I have to figure it out, right? That's the biggest thing, figure it out. I ain't figuring it out. Tired of figuring it out. If you have the blueprint, why can't you just give me the blueprint? I know I got to pay for it. Now, I ain't free, y'all. Wait a minute. But you will be able to purchase it. And it's going to be on Amazon. So if you want an autographed copy, then you'll have a special link for that. But otherwise, you'll be able to purchase it on Amazon. Can I tell you you know what it looks like to have your own ISBN, to have your own publishing company, even though you're self-published? What? It feels so good. I've accomplished something. I've stuck it through. No matter what is going on in my life, I did not give up. And that's what I want you to do. I don't want you to give up. I want you to push through no matter what is going on. Hey, Giovanni, I love you, Queen. Thank you so much for popping in. We cannot give up on ourselves. And we have to have that sister circle. We have Rita Marty Girl 7 on Instagram. Look, she is a best-selling author. That's right. It runs in the family. That's my cousin. She was on my hip baby. But she just became Radical Woman is the name of the book. It has a chapter in the book, and I'm just so excited for her. So excited. Because that's an accomplishment. And it's not something that's always easy, but we do it anyway. So we have to, as I was saying, we have to have that circle of people around us. Like I have Giovanni, she has my number. She'll call for me, pray up for me in a heartbeat. You know what I mean? I have Rita. She'll call me, pray for me in a heartbeat. I got Tanya, who, we're part of the Tilted Crown Squad. You got to have those people who are in your corner. But guess what? You're in their corner too. It's not like, oh, well, it's a one-way. We're in this together. Because crap happens. You know how we say crapola? It's going to happen. Life is going to happen. Now, how are you going to handle it? It's up to you. I have something going on. I won't talk about it today because I don't want to take away from my guest who, you know what, my brother, I don't know what he's doing. You know what he told me? I'm calling him. I'm like, so what's going on? You're supposed to pop in 15 minutes early so that we can check lighting and stuff. He tells me, oh, I look good in all lighting. Bruh, just do what I ask. Okay, just why can't family just do what you ask? You know what I'm saying? He's being just a little brother brat. Anyway, and he goes, you're cutting into my beauty sleep. I said, bro, you're handsome. Nobody's going to notice that you didn't get a little bit of sleep. But the thing is, as a personal trainer, he goes on. Some people, they work out with him at like 4 in the morning. So he really needs to get his rest and sleep. So I said, we'll do a condensed version, bro. But come on. So he's like, I got to get my stuff together because he either will train people in person or he's doing it also online, both. So I'm just excited. I'm going to just text him like, please come on. Where are you? Because we need to see him. Now, did you notice the picture I have of him with all the like, yeah, I know. That's my brother. Yes, it is. And he has put a lot of work into working out. Oh, speak of him now. He shows up. Let's see. Let's add him to this. So I'm going to tell you a little bit. This is Garrett Harris Jr. He is my baby brother. And it's just the two of us. It's always been just the two of us. We like this. I'm just proud of him because he's just a good person. And we all go through stuff in life, and he came out on top, right? Cream rises to the top. And so he decided, yeah, I want to do personal training. I want to help people. He's really into health. And that's what he's doing. And he's following his dream, and he's doing so well. And guess what? He's loving it. But he says don't put limitations on yourself. So I'm going to pop in now. Here he is, the wonderful, the handsome Garrett Harris. How are you? Look at that smile.
You're always the flatterer. What's up, big sis? How you doing?
I am good, baby brother. I am so good. Rita is on here. She's saying hi. We have Giovanni is saying
Hey,
hello.
hey,
Tanya.
hey, hey. What's
How
up,
are you
everybody?
doing? Because I know I'm breaking
I,
into your beauty sleep. So how are you doing tonight?
you know what? I am fantastically well, man. Any day above ground is a good one. So I'm always in a space of gratitude. I'm well, thank you.
Good, good, good. So now you know what it is here coming on the Trevis Late Night with Trevis Michelle show. We talk about the ugly side of the backstory. So that's
Mm,
where we're just discussing. It's great to say, oh my goodness, your personal trainer, you look great. But what really helps people, the audience, is that what were your struggles to get there? Not struggles, challenges. Like people are going
okay.
through something and it's, I went to school, I was going through a divorce. I was also trying to get through school as a nurse, had zero, like hardly any money, had, the tape on the car, the actual grade tape, electric tape on my car to hold up the car stuff. You know how I used to
hmm
carry my battery in my book bag because people were stealing the computers and stuff. You know what? And I had 3 children and they were in private school and I was trying to
Right.
work a piece of a job. Those are the challenges. But guess what? I still became a registered nurse. I did not stop, and it only took me 4 years. I suppose could have taken like a whole lot longer. I had to take 17 credits. So when people hear that, then they know that I can do it. So I
Mm,
know you weren't going to talk about stuff tonight, so I'm going to let you ease into that. But I'm just proud that I will not get emotional. But guys, I'm thankful that my brother is here because when he was born, they said that he wasn't going to live, and God
mm.
said, "Oh yes, he shall live and not die." And we had my grandmother who then got her prayer warriors in there, and he's actually in the medical records. So I'm just saying, we famous all up in this beast. But
Mm.
and he's had a baseball scholarship. He's had gone to school, has his master's. I know you're gonna tell him A5A. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you handle that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. A5. Throw it up. Lay day.
And I'm just so excited. So tell us a little bit about, just who you are first.
Mm. Okay. My name is Garrett Harris. First of all, let me say that. And I am a powerful, responsible, and committed man. And that's in everything that I do. That's a personal contract. Shout out to Momentum. Okay, Momentum Education. Um, you can look it up. It's dope. You need to sign up. But anyway, um, I was born with spina bifida, which is basically like I was born with a curvature in my spine, and the base of my spine was open when I was born. Like my sister said, I wasn't supposed to be alive. I wasn't supposed to make it through. So this was as a result, as an adult. doing. You have to excuse me because this is the first time I'm ever speaking about this publicly. I've this has been something that not that I was ashamed of, but wasn't something I felt comfortable sharing. But now that I'm comfortable in my skin, and I got a little push from my big sis, and she told me to step into my power, so that's what I'm doing now. So bear with me. Um, so doing research, I found out that the cause of the spina bifida was from um, Agent Orange. My father is a veteran. God bless him. Shout out to Garrett Harris Sr. He was in the Vietnam War, and of course, as you know, Agent Orange was sprinkled around all over the place, basically trying to kill forage so that they could hunt and kill the enemy, basically. But as a result, a lot of soldiers came back with that, and I was born with spina bifida as a result. Um, all that to say that was adverse number one. I guess challenge number one. Um, I was never. It was never something that was an imposition to me because it wasn't presented to me or like my sister or my mom, grandparents, dad. It was never like it was a disability or a handicap or a setback. They let me do everything that a kid would do. I was, from what I understand, I was a handful. I was wild as hell. Just a typical young boy, and very active. And I wasn't supposed to be. So I would, in recollecting now as an adult, I look back and I think about all the times that think people were so amazed at how good of an athlete I was, or how just how happy I was as a kid. And it was because that was my environment. My mom, my sister, um, all my friends, everybody it was just a very loving environment. So I think that actually helped as well. As far as me not even understanding the depth and severity of having this disability or this birth defect. So played baseball since I was about 4 years old. Um, First year absolutely sucked. I think I was 5 years old. The first team I played for was the Mets. That was the team which just happens to be my favorite team of today. All my Met fans out there know the plight that we bear being Mets fans. But anyway, that was the first team that I ever played for. It was the Mets. Absolutely sucked. Second year, I don't know what happened, but the light clicked. And I became an all-star instantly. Coaches came from everywhere, wanted me to play football, all kinds of things, and my mother would not let me play football. And I remember being so angry at her, like, why won't she let me play football? But then once again, not thinking, all I had to do was get hit, in the back, and that could have been, I would have been able to walk, maybe not even talk. To this day, at the base of my spine, I have a scar from a cyst that was that I was born with once it was closed up. And it was a cyst, and that cyst was removed, so I have a scar now. That area, if to this day, if I get hit in it, I'll get like a jolt and a tingle in my legs, and I won't fall or anything, but it's just it's a funny feeling, and I don't know, I'm all over the place right now, but anyway, she would never let me play football, but I remember getting hit one time there, and then I realized, okay, maybe she knows something that I don't, because it was not a pleasant feeling at all. So, I was mad for about 2 minutes, and so that was being younger. Lived in Florida up until maybe age what? Probably. Let me start here. Travis, I never spoke to you about this. I remember. I don't know if you remember this conversation, but you were leaving. You were walking to Stop and Go, or Stop. I think it was Stop and Go, not Stop and Shop. Stop and Go. And we're walking through the complex, and we're walking to the store. And you're like, "Listen, I gotta go away for a little. I'm gonna go up to New York and live with Aunt Alice." And I'm like, "Why?" And she said, "I can't tell you now, but you'll understand when you get older." Travis, I have carried that with me, I don't know how long. And sometimes we have a tendency to kind of shut things out, or the things that you don't want to deal with. You have a tendency to like kind of shut it out. And I was so angry for so long. And when I realized why you left, I felt like I felt horrible. But I understood. And from that point forward, you you have been the reason why I strive to be better. Taking nothing away from my mother. And I always tease you about being my second mom. But you are truly the inspiration of my life. All that you have gone through, that you have sat in silence with and held and went forward and just fucking persevered without minus just despite any and all things and all odds. It was just an inspiration to me. So whatever the fuck I did in my life, I knew I had to make Trevis proud. So I am the person that I am today because of you. And I appreciate you and I love you to life.
Oh my gosh, y'all, don't be making my eyelashes try to flap off here. Come on now. No, we're silly. Dr. Nikki, thank you so much for coming in. Yeah, I love him to pieces. It's like I said, it's just the two of us. And from the time he was born, let me tell you, I remember sitting in private school, Flushing Christian School here in Queens, and waiting for the teacher to say he was born. And then I couldn't see him and he couldn't come home. And I didn't understand why. And then when he did come home, for a little while there, I actually was taking care of him and he had this bump on his back. And everybody was like, he was spoiled rotten. Let's just put it out there. Yeah, he was a handful. He was spoiled rotten. In the hospital, they had to feed this boy cereal because he would not be quiet. So he got food by the nurses in the hospital. They said he would not walk. And we're like, but he's moving around. He's crawling. He's walking. And he started walking. He did everything that all other children would do. And we just had to be careful because of this, with spina bifida, most people are in wheelchairs. And, I'm a registered nurse. That's my day job, right? That's my silent investor right now. And to see him progress, the doctors were shocked. They couldn't understand it. We're like, it was God. But see, people don't understand that. So you just let them go about their merry way. But God said he should live and not die. And when I tell you this kid could run, he did bases. I was help coaching in his field. When he had surgery, because they wanted to get when you have a lump in the back, and they had to have surgery. And we were down in Florida, and it was excellent children's hospital neurology, because anything wrong, he would have been paralyzed. And he had to stay in that hospital for, I think, a month. And it was during the summer so that he wouldn't miss school. And I stayed in that hospital, slept there with him for 1 month, never stepped outside, never left his side. Went in on those nurses if I didn't feel they were doing right, changed his sheets, made sure he ate. I never left my brother's side. So that's where and why we are so close, and always protecting him. My whole life, always protecting him. But just so proud of the man that he is, and constantly keeping him in prayer. So for me, I'm just gonna let you know, when I said, Gary, I want you to come on the show, he was like, okay, what do you want me to talk about? Yeah, you should show. Because he was like, what? I said, well, I want you're gonna tell the ugly side of the backstory. So I'm like, you could tell about your, spina bifida and encourage other people. And he's like, I don't talk about that. I said nothing. Dr. Nikki, Dr. Joe, Kay, Rita, I said nothing. I was silent. And then he said, well, he curses a lot, so y'all forgive him. Anyway, I know you got some Christians on here, a pastor and everything, but that's just who he is. But he was like,
It's passion, I promise.
He's like, I'm going to do it. And for him to, like I said, he just told you, he's never talked about this before, ever. And now we're international. It's not like, it's just us. It's going out. So for me to have that influence, because I never think of myself that way. Yeah, people look, I'm the confidence coach and all of that, but it's just about helping other people grow. It's just really serving. And that's what my grandparents instilled in me. So for you to share this here, with me, I mean, this is a Thanksgiving, right? This
Yeah,
is Thanksgiving.
absolutely.
This is fam. And I had it like,
Hmm.
oh my goodness, I want to do this because as a surprise, I'm gonna let you know, it's his birthday, November 30th. And I wanted to do something that was so memorable and it would be forever. So I'm saying happy birthday to you, little brother. I love you so
Oh,
much and for
I
being
love you
in my
right back.
life. So if everybody could say happy birthday to him, um, his birthday, like I said, is November 30th. And I wanted to like do this today because next week, you know, it's December 1st. It's a new month. Just so
Right.
that he would know how much you mean to me and to be a part of the show, you know, to be on here. So now that we're starting and making everybody cry. So what made you decide to go into personal training?
Personal trainer. Well, like I said, I played baseball since I was 4 years old. So I've always played through right up until high school, and thereafter actually semi-professionally, excuse me. So I was teaching for a little bit, right? And after teaching, because I had stopped for a minute, then went back. But after teaching for a while, I'd taken a sabbatical. And in taking that sabbatical, I started working at a gym. And at the gym, I realized that, because the gym is, I've always loved to be active, you know what I mean? Running baseball, weight training, running, whatever it was, whatever I could do to move was something that I loved to do. So basically, I had taken a year off. And in taking the sabbatical, I worked at a gym and got certified through the National Academy of Sports Medicine, or NASM. You see it posted a lot of places, NASM. So I got certified through them. After that year, went back to my department head and was like, "This is it for me. I'm done." So I went into business for myself from then. While working at the gym, I basically developed a clientele because I was working on my body as well. So it got to a point where working there, I would see being customer service and out in front and checking on customers. I would always interact with them, and they would say things like, "Why are you not a personal trainer? Like, why is that person training and you're not?" Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was like, "Look, you're a walking business card, Garrett. So why are you not doing this?" And it has been in the back of my mind a long, long time. Actually, even in college when I was studying communications, because I actually wanted to go into television radio. But
The
one
voice.
of my best, yes, yes, ma'am. I've always gotten complimented on my voice as well. So one of my best friends actually that I grew up with, you remember Steve Donovan, played Little League Baseball with Steve Donovan and also went to Adelphi University with him. And he was actually studying sports medicine. And he and his roommate, and it's something I always was interested in because they would always get to go different places and meet different athletes, and they were always working out or doing something active. And I was like, that's really something I really would like to get into. But really just kind of like once again pushed it in the back of my head. And after that sabbatical and working at that gym, I was like, this is what I need to be doing because I've always been a minister or a teacher in some capacity, and I know that I always will be. So this was something that was a win-win. I could exchange awesome energy. I always get good energy back. So that was just it was a no-brainer. It was like, this is what I want to do. So I was just like, okay, let's do this Wonderworks thing. So in working at the gym, some of the clients, my first clients were people that I was working with there. I didn't even ask them for any money. They just started to give me money initially. And then once I realized that once I was doing more studying, that I could, basically just pass along information because this is health is wealth. Let's just put it bluntly. Health is wealth. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. You can't do crap. So that was my mindset. It was like, okay, this is what I need to do. I need to find out a way that I can do what I love and get paid for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because mom always said, told us, listen, if you find what you like to do, you'll never work a day in your life. So I found it, and it's my passion, and it is. I was scared to go from the salary of a teacher to going into business for myself because it was a major drop off. But just trusting in myself and knowing that this was something I wanted to do, and just doing everything that I needed to do, vibrating high energy, high frequency. Because the dream don't work unless you do. You can't say you want to do some shit, and excuse me, you can't say you want to do something and then just sit back and wait for it to happen. It doesn't happen that way. You got
Right.
to put in the work. So that's what I did. So I worked on myself first, and the energy that I vibrated and put out, it came back to me, and here I am.
Wow. That, and this is inspiring for other people because we're in the fourth quarter. We call it the last quarter of the year, but it's not the end. And I emphasize that it's the last quarter of the year, but it's not the end. You should be working towards your first quarter, right,
Mm-hmm.
of 2022. We cannot walk into 2022 the way we are here in 2021. We just can't.
Mm-hmm.
We have to have a mindset shift. Mindset, we're stuck. Mindset shift
Yes, ma'am.
opens you up to possibilities, opens you up
Preach,
to
preacher.
new,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
know, uh,
Change your
new
mindset, change your
ideas.
life. Absolutely.
Change your mindset, change your life. I love that. I got to type that in. So, and you know what? I'm glad. Thank you for sharing also that you were afraid because you know how I was on you. Like, come on, what are you going to do? And then when I was on IG, guys, let me tell you. So I've been on IG. I wasn't trying to make money. I just knew I had to serve. I just wanted to encourage and empower people, and especially women, especially Black women. So I just go on every day, and I did it consistently since 2017, just going
Mm-hmm.
on doing videos. And when I decided, you know what, I'm going to now, I wanted my brother to I wanted people to start using his services. So I said, come on, come on my IG station. Now, y'all, if you see the way I did my post then and how I have advanced, you see its growth. But I just knew I wanted people to come on and share what they do. And I was so, so proud of him. And then he got clients and everybody was like, oh, when are you going to do that again? He had us working out. And he does everything. Let me tell you, he told you how to eat.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. So we have to do another IG as well. But right now it's Thanksgiving. We're gonna be eating because I told you I didn't cook the mac and cheese. We expect to see you tomorrow because we're gonna go to Sasha's house. But I did the mac and cheese. I'm throw the turkey in. I have the salmon, and you have to come here. I have the honey glazed carrots. So we're gonna have collard
Mm.
greens and all that stuff. But when people are
Listen, listen. Let me just cut you off now. Those carrots, listen, I need a portion put to the side, all right? Because I'm a clothesline somebody if I have to steal some carrots, all right? Because I always got to fight for them every year. Put some carrots to the side, okay? Please. All right, I'm done.
I do make the honey glazed carrots. I really do. I mean, I take them,
Yeah,
clean them up.
man.
They're fresh. They're not from no can or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They're fresh, and they're already set to the side and ready. So yes, I will make sure that you have some. But
Thank you.
you know, and I have to do the exercise in the morning. But we have what can we eat without overeating, and how much portion size should we eat? Because everybody's like, oh, they're going to be complaining about being tired and getting back. Although y'all know once I cook, everybody has itis. But I'm just saying.
Right, right. You ain't lying about that. But basically what you want to do, you don't want I try to simplify things. First of all, you want to I ask my clients to take me through a day of what they eat. Now, more often than not, I get full disclosure because you know what you're supposed to be eating, what you're not supposed to be eating. Now, basically what I would say is I recommend high protein, low carb diet, especially if you're inactive. The reason being is because carbs turn to sugar, turn to fat if you're not burning them. So if you're going to have carbs, i.e., rice, bread, things like that, if you want to have that, you want to have it early so that you can burn it. If you have it, that rice for bread for rice or bread for dinner, and you're not working out, all it does is sit around your gut, turns to sugar, turns to fat, and that's where the gut comes. That's where the love handles comes. That's where the all of that stuff comes from. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're using your food as fuel. It's not comfort. It's supposed to be sustaining. All right, it's for sustenance, not just for okay. I'm feeling a little down, so let me nibble on this Drake's cake or whatever it is. I just projected. I told on myself, but yeah. But listen, it is what it is. But but you want to make sure that you police yourself. You know what what you're supposed to be. And so once again, I go back to high protein, low carb. Um, if you're going to have those carbs, you want to have them for either breakfast and or lunch. Once again, so that you can burn them and your body can use them. After 2 or 3 o'clock, the sugar and the carbs should be cut off. Unless you go into the gym for a heavy leg day or something really, really strenuous where you can use that energy and burn it. No more carbs or sugar after 2 or 3, because most likely you're not going to be active, and you want to make sure that your last meal is a lean one, i.e., a protein or a meat, a nice lean meat, and or a vegetable. That is it. And water, lime water is what I live by. It helps to alkalize my body, or clean your insides, basically boost your immune system. It helps to burn fat, and it gives you energy constantly. So lime water is a staple for me, along with sea moss in the morning. The body needs minerals, not vitamins. Don't get it twisted. Don't let people tell you differently. There are some vitamins that you do need, like D, B12 in particular, those two in particular. But more importantly, your body needs minerals. And what I do is take sea moss, and it has, what is it, 92 minerals out of 102 minerals that the body needs. That and also helps to cleanse your body, builds your immune system, and it's like oil for your insides. Think of your car as your body is like a car. If you don't keep the oil changed regularly, you're going to be able to drive it, but you aren't going to be able to drive too far. It'll stall. It'll start getting tight. It'll start putting and all kinds of crap, and that's what your body will do. So, all this to say, you want to have a high protein, low carb diet. Um, your portions. The largest portion should be your protein. Your two smaller portions should be your carbs, or your vegetables. No big. What you can do for your protein, you can use the palm of your hand. That should be about the size of your biggest portion. All right, just this piece right here, minus my thumb. And then your vegetables, you can have an unlimited supply of. Carbs, once again, you want to limit. Have the I don't like to get into numbers like macros and stuff, because that's a lot. That's tedious, and it's a deterrent. So once again, high protein, low carb. No carbs or sugars after 3, and plenty of water, lime water, and not that lime, that crap, that artificial crap that you squeeze in there. Cut up a lime, invest in a water bottle, cut your limes up, maybe put 2 or 3 slivers in there, stick it in your water bottle, fill the water bottle, shake it up, and let that pulp get done. When you wake up in the morning, that's the first thing that you should be drinking. 20 ounces of lime water. It's almost like an energy drink for you. Now, listen, no, you'll be peeing all day, but that's good. That we got to make sure the plumbing is working anyway, right? So there's nothing, it's nothing to go to the bathroom. But lime water, so important, so important. So that's pretty much my diet: high protein, low carb. I don't get into eating twigs and berries, because it's not sustaining, and two, it's not satiating. It's just not satiating, and it's not healthy. So I pretty much eat high protein, low carb, low to no sugar, especially processed sugar. I get my sugars from fruit.
Okay. And Rita says she can't have limes. So can we substitute lime with something else if you're allergic? Because she can't have citrus.
Oh, no
We have
citrus
to let
fruits.
her eat. Rita, that's our cousin, so I can talk about her. She has to eat air. So what can she eat?
Well, as long as she's staying hydrated in water, with water, making sure that she has those minerals. Invest in some sea moss, Rita. I'm gonna hit you on the side. We'll talk about that, because that's gonna help you out as well.
Well, guess what? I'm part of the Herpreneur Network, and I'm so happy to have members of the Herpreneur Network on there. It's a group that's on Clubhouse, and it's a network, a sisterhood of Christian business women. We don't separate. You talk about God, and you're supposed to be broke, disgusted, and busted. Absolutely not. How are we getting this bag? But we're also serving, and so we meet every Monday through Friday, right? And then we have different rooms during the week. So one of the persons, Gail, she's sending me sea moss. I'm like a little baby. It's gonna taste bad. But she was also saying, and yeah, that we get that sea moss because we do need some naturals. And right now with my journey, I definitely want to make sure that I have natural things. And I have a lot of allergies too. I also have to eat air because I'm allergic to so many things, but that sea moss is so important. And I'm glad that you said, you have to put in less food if you're not going to be active, right? If you're I was riding 14 miles with my bike, I had to eat because I needed the protein, I needed the carbs, but I was riding 7 miles to work, working all day as a shift as a nurse, and riding 7 miles across a bridge, a major bridge, twice a day.
Yeah.
So my thighs were strong. I was like pumping it. So if you're not doing that, like now I'm home, so I have to get on my bike and my stationary bike and ride like 15 minutes at least until I can build up again. But do you incorporate like stretching, yoga? Should they also do that? Is that healthy?
Absolutely. As an alternative, yeah, I don't just do weight training. I do actually a lot of that, a lot of stretching. Stretching is imperative. I got into stretching actually playing baseball, and the reason why I like to lift weights now is because I was unable in college because as a pitcher, we were focused on flexibility, strength, and conditioning. So I felt like I was on the damn track team. I was always running, I was always stretching, and I wouldn't be able to pick up any weights. But absolutely, stretching. If you do nothing else, stretching is one of the best things to keep that body active and moving. Absolutely. Definitely recommend stretching. Yoga as well. Yoga is another great alternative. Hot
Okay.
yoga in particular.
Now, I want to say before we forget, because when we get in here, we just go to yapping. But how can people find you, and how can they sign up for your services? Because we live in a virtual world now. COVID, I know it was bad. I lost friends. I lost coworkers. But on the other side, the flip side to it, it's been good. All right, we
Talk
have
about it.
millionaires, people like have decided they can be entrepreneurs, business people. So, how can they find you and where?
Absolutely. You can find me at Wonderworks, WUNDAWORKS on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook at Garrett Harris, and it's not this white website is not up as yet, but soon wonderworksfitness.com will be up and running with by 2022. So
Oh my
that'll
goodness!
that'll be in the works as well. Yes, ma'am.
I am so proud of you. I'm putting up here the Wonderworks, so you see how fancy your sister is. I know how to.
Oh,
Hey!
look at you.
You know what?
All right.
We're doing this journey together because when we started this, especially doing it during COVID, I had no twinkling in the eye about being a number one international best-selling author, being on billboards, being a speaker, all this stuff that's going on. Oh, I have to tell you something.
What's that?
Part of the Herpreneur, Dr. Nikki, there's a boot camp, and I'm one of the top line speakers, and we're going to be on a billboard in Times Square. So we're going to be taking a picture, right, Boo?
Oh, no doubt. Nice. Nice. Yeah, right. Look at you. I want to curse like a mug right now. I'm so happy.
Yeah, I'm
proud of
excited.
you. That is awesome. Nice.
And you know what? Like Mom said, when you find what you love, you never work a day in your life. Because right now I'm tired. I had to do a lot of things, and I'm in pain. But guess what? I'm
sure.
smiling because it's not work. I'm still doing it. I woke up
ma'am.
at 4 o'clock this morning. That's why I'm so tired too. At 4
Yeah,
o'clock
I'm right there with you.
because I had deliverables for my journal. And I was in so much pain last night. I was like, I can't do this. So we're going to have to wait. So I woke up at 4 a.m. and made sure I got all my deliverables, sent them off to so that we could get this journal together. Because that's what it is. When you do something that you love, it's not hard.
Yeah, never lie. Yes,
that
ma'am.
procrastination tries to come, but I'm not claiming that anymore. But you push on through, right?
Right.
It's like, ooh, I got to get this done. Got to get this done.
Right.
And you find a way to do it because we get to do whatever we want. Like I told people, stop telling me that you can't exercise, you can't ride a bike. I'm 58 years old. I know I don't look it. I'm just saying. I'm 58. I like to look cute. I don't like to sweat. I don't like to exercise. I don't like it. I tell my patients to, I don't like it. But I love riding a bike. And yes, I ride a bike with my pearls on going to work. I have on my gear. You saw I have on my pink hat, my pink gloves. I mean, I'll be dressed. I got my stuff. I'm ready for the rain, the snow, unless it's heavy snow. I'm ready. My bike is, I make sure I take it to the shop, do what I have to do. So if I could do this as of from August of last year, Anybody can do it. And I mean anybody, because Gary knows.
Yes, ma'am.
I was not that one. I was like, okay, you go ahead. I was just always naturally slim. But
Right.
like, I ain't ride nothing. Y'all ride. I'm not doing that. And now none of y'all will do it. But I'm so proud.
Right.
Just for anyone who's coming in and with the replay, thank you so much. Make sure that you guys share this out. This is really important. And you get to see, like, sister and brother. We get to share flowers with each other, and you guys just happen to be here while we're living.
Yeah.
I don't give flowers
Mm-hmm.
later and you're trying to climb in the casket and all that craziness. No, tell people how you feel
Right.
while you're alive. And the fact that we're both on the same journey together and encouraging each other, it is wonderful. But
Yes,
there's
ma'am.
nothing that you can't do. So I'm going to give my little commercial break. I am Travis Michelle, late night host of Late Night with Travis Michelle. We talk about the ugly side of the backstory. Tonight, we have our wonderful guest, Garrett Harris Jr., who is a personal trainer who says there are no limits to your life. The only one stopping you is you. He has had a physical challenge, and I call it a challenge because it's not something that can't be overcome or looked at in a negative. It has turned into a positive. He has spina bifida, and he's in the record books because his back closed up by itself. He had the surgery. He had a baseball scholarship, went on to be on, let me tell you, baseball. He was doing all kind of stuff, running around. He was bad at
Mm-hmm.
it. But anywho, my brother, so I can tell you.
So.
And now he's a personal trainer, and he's my guest on my show. And I'm just so proud of him. I'm also the confidence coach because I help women gain back their confidence one step at a time. How do you do that? With my WALK signature method. W, willing participant. If you're not willing to take part in your own progress, success, then why should anybody else help you? And you're not going to get very far. Action steps
Mm-hmm.
for A. You have to do some work. You might have to go to therapy, do some yoga, do some exercises. Sit down and say, hey, I want this for me. You want it for yourself. L, love yourself. Not just, I told you, y'all know I love my eyelashes and stuff, right? And you want to look cute. But you want to be good from the inside out, because when you're good on the inside, it's going to show on the outside. And that's really
Mm-hmm.
what self-love is all about. And K, kick butt unapologetically. Everybody's not meant to go on your journey. Stop trying to make people permanent fixtures in your life when they're supposed to be here for a season and temporary. And you know what? It's okay if it's not family supporting you. It's okay if your best friend didn't support you. You will be able to walk with your back held high, swaying your hips, knowing that you are powerful, but more importantly, you're confident. Because if you're confident, you're powerful. But if you're powerful, you're not always confident. So I want you to be able to do this so you can walk into the next chapter of your life on your own terms. In addition to that, I am a speaker. I have been on stages with Les Brown, Lisa Nichols. And guess what? During COVID last year, when I started, I claimed it. I said it. And guess what? It started happening. I've been on 2 billboards already and going to be on a third one in Times Square. Being able to be in the right circle with people. I had to prune some folks. I had to ask God to take that man out of my life because it was tough. It's me, it's Trevor Michelle. I tell truth, shame devil. I couldn't do it on my own. But when God took him and said, hey, it's time for you to move out, I also didn't chase him back. So in 2 weeks later, everything clicked. Please go over to my IG, join my community, because we are leaders who know when to follow. We are not followers. You can pick up a copy of Saving Lives While Fighting for Mine. I have my journal coming out, Walking Confidence, Boss Up. And that is also going to give you the blueprint to walk in your confidence. And it's a 30 days. It may take you more than 30 days. So y'all just got to order another copy. But every week you're going to do some work. And if you have to do more, like I said, you just go order another copy. It's going to be on Amazon. If you want an autographed copy, you'll be able to do that as well. And I have an online course coming that is going to give you even more blueprint, because you can only get so much with the journal. You're doing the work, but then you need to also have that extra step. And next January, yes, maybe I think it's starting February 8th. I have my 12-week program. It's group coaching. So we doing this thing. We working on it because we need
Yes.
in our
Beautiful.
confidence. I'm up here going through some stuff, which I'll talk about it on a later time, but I'm confident. I'm not always me. I'm not, oh my goodness. Yeah, you go through stuff, but you still have to know to whose you belong. And for me, my pilot is God. I just say that, I'm saying that on my show. If you don't want me to speak on your platform and talk about God, then I ain't the one for you. All money ain't good money. So
I know that's right.
Travis Michelle, make sure that you come see us every Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Your beverage of choice. See, Gary, I have my water. This is you remember our analysis glasses. So
Mm-hmm.
and you have your bonnets on. Now I'm gonna have my eyelashes on and my hair makeup, but y'all don't have to do that. You sit on your bed and come here every Wednesday and talk. You listen to our guests and see who we're gonna have on. Next week we're gonna have Dr. Monique Flemings on here. Y'all better tune in. I'm telling you, she's fire. She's also a coach. She's just a woman of God, and she just, let me tell you, the people I have on here anyway on Wednesdays, they be fire. So y'all ain't got to worry about that because we have a good time. And it's real talk. No BS. No, oh my goodness, yes. I don't have time. I'm sorry. I just don't have time for that. Life's too short and it doesn't work for me. I'm a Black woman. I'm a New Yorker. And my specialty has always been ER nurse. So come on, you get the triple threat. Ain't no way that we're going to sit up here and not do the real doggone thing. I need you to make sure that you're that you join the community of Garrett Harris on Facebook. You get to see him work out. Oh my goodness. I know some people are always telling me, let me see your stomach, let me see your stomach. But I didn't ask you to stand up or anything. I do that on IG. These women were like, stand up, we want to see it.
Yeah, not tonight.
IG,
Man. I just got
Wonder
finished eating. I'm all bloated.
On IG, you can find him on at Wonderworks. So now, what can you share with our audience before we go that to give them courage, to give them that confidence that no matter even if they're 300 pounds, because I've seen you work. Let me tell you, there's one young lady, I was on her show and she was over 300 pounds and she started losing weight and eating right. What do you say to encourage them to get them off that couch to make the first step?
Okay. Like I said before, your health is your wealth. All right. And what you have to do, I know it's hard, but you have to change your mindset. Once you change your mindset, then you start to change your life. There's no time. That's what I wanted to say. When you change your mindset, you change your life, right? Exercise, right, is a celebration of what your body can do. It's not a punishment for what you ate. So all that to say, like, you get up and get moving and get healthy and feel better. You don't have to. You can sit right on that couch and get be consumed by disease. But and I understand depression is a real thing. I've been there as well. But I promise you, if you get up and move, just get up and move. If you do nothing but get up, do some stretching. When you get out of the bed, let me just see if I can do this right here. So right, if you're standing up, right, you're coming out of the bed, just hang. Let your body hang from the waist up and just go limp from the waist up. Feel all of that body, all of everything, all of your posterior stretch out from your calves to your hamstrings to your butt, traveling all the way up your back, down your shoulders, down your arms. Let everything go limp. Even let your head go limp because we carry a lot of tension in our shoulders. Just go limp and just hang there for a couple of seconds, maybe about 25, 30 seconds. All right. And once you get there, you're gonna grab behind your legs. You don't have to pull or hold, and even if you can't grab your legs, try and just touch your toes. Hold that stretch for about 10 seconds, and then ease your way up. Bend your knees and come up slowly with your head going last. That stretch alone will make you feel like $1,000,000, even if you don't work out after that. But stretching is imperative. You have to get up and move, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot. The saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. It's the truth. It gets no easier the older you get. The time is now. There is no right time, special time. Excuse me. There's only time and what you choose to do with it. So choose you and choose now.
All right, now I'm like, oh, let me write the choose you, choose now. Okay, because we need to see this on the replays. Guys, make sure, like I said, that you share this out because there were some gems dropped here. I know we were a little snotting and crying in the beginning, but I'm just so proud of my brother and to see where he's come, knowing. And you know what? This is something that I'm putting you on the spot right now, but I really would love for you to think about it. And that is to go and speak to other spina bifida, because I know I remember you talking to me when you were younger and saying that you felt guilty because you would see people. Remember, we would go to spina bifida events and you would be running around and they were like, he doesn't really have spina bifida because they had
Right.
their spines crooked and they were in wheelchairs. And most people with spina bifida are not like you. So it seemed
Yeah.
like you were oddball out, and mom used to take us anyway because just so that because we were supporting and we were going to support groups and stuff. But it would be so
Yeah.
great just because even those people that are spina bifida that are a um, in a wheelchair, please, there's so much that they can do, and just to
Yeah.
encourage them. So I'm just like I said, I'm throwing you on the spot, but I would
No,
love
no,
to
no, no,
see you
please
do
don't.
that.
And if I can cut you off just for a second, I want to mention my friend Shaka Hamilton. I don't know if you met him when he was at when I was at Adelphi with him. He was one of the young men that I found out that had spina bifida as well. Now his case is a little more severe than mine. He has braces on his legs, and he kind of walks with a limp. And those were those were some of the severity of children I would see at those spina
Right.
bifida gatherings like that. And I did feel guilty. And when I spoke to him, he wow. I gotta come back on another show, man, because I still got more stuff. Now you got me wanting to talk about it. But anyway, yeah, I can promise you now. I'm gonna let you know right now that I promise you, I'm gonna do that. I will do that for you and for me and for others. How about that? Win-win, right?
Thank
So
you.
yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll definitely do that.
Thank
I
you
can do
so
that.
much because this is what we do. And and Alice would be so happy, our grandmother should be so happy about it because our journey is ours, as I always say, but our testimony is for other people and it's for other people to
Mm,
learn and to
that's the
see
truth.
that, you know, you have gone through as well. And thank you for, as a Black man, saying you've had to deal with depression as well. And, we don't want to talk about it. Black men don't want to talk about it, but we have to
Hmm.
because our mental health, right? I know what I now always say. The tail follows the head, and if your head's jacked up, the rest of you gonna be jacked up. So we have to acknowledge it and not be ashamed about it because it happens. It's real. So
Yeah,
thank you for
absolutely.
sharing
It's
that.
debilitating, man. Hmm.
Right. I really I appreciate it. This has been I can't believe. And this is the one making me miss my beauty sleep because I gotta get up in the morning. But he has people exercising at freaking 4 o'clock in the morning. And I was
That's why I
like,
gotta go to bed, man. I gotta be up in like 10 minutes.
I have had such a good time with you. I want you to enjoy your birthday, but we'll see you tomorrow, at the house. But
Absolutely.
I just want you to continue doing what you are doing, continue being a beacon, a light, being the light. I always tell people, don't worry about the light in the tunnel. You be the light.
Yeah,
And this
absolutely.
way you can
Light
go
that
through
bad
this
boy
stuff.
up yourself.
Exactly. So thank
Hmm.
you. You don't know how much it means to me that you decided to open up about having spina bifida and sharing it on my show because I know how
Yeah,
hard and you were like you didn't want to talk about it and for you to do that and we did it together. I mean, I'll hug you tomorrow, but giving you virtual hugs now. Thank you. You have
absolutely.
made
Yeah,
such
and where else would I do it? Where else would I do it? Like, how apropos is this? You know what I mean? Like, there are no accidents or coincidences. So, absolutely, I love you to life. Come on, giving you virtual hugs right back.
thank you. So guys, make sure that you tune in next Wednesday, 10 p.m. We will be back here, same time, same what do they say, same bat channel. Bring your
We're
drink
old.
of choice, your beverage of choice, and your glass of choice. You know what? Enjoy your family. And if you don't have family, enjoy you because you are a priority. Because you're no good to anybody else if you're not good to yourself. If you don't
Yes,
take
ma'am.
time for you, you can't expect everybody else to. We have to stop pouring into other people and we have to allow people to pour into us. Your cousin
Yes,
Rita
ma'am.
says, give him a hug from me too. Okay, give him the hug tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Rita. I bought a book. I bought your book online, but I'm gonna need you to send me a signed copy, please, and with a little message inside, please, and thank you.
See, because our cousin Brian she's a new best-selling author, and I'm just so proud. It's called Radical Woman. So yes, that's going out to her. Kay say this is a very great show. Thank you so much, Kay. Kay always has my back. She's always in there typing and making sure that people are engaged.
Hey, KK.
Make sure the time is now. Choose you, choose now. That's what we're going to leave us with today. And make sure, y'all, we got to stretch. That's really, really important. It does make a difference. And movement, even when you're feeling fatigued, move. It helps you.
Absolutely.
So until next time, remember, this is Trevis Michelle. Hey, I'm too much for some, not enough for others. But guess what? I'm always just right for me.
Oh, God. Oh, boy. I love you, Travis. I'll see you soon, Mama.
I love you too. See you
All right.
tomorrow.
Bye-bye. Okay.